few survivors left, you're one of them, and you need to survive. The highlights for this game in my opinion is the co-op feature where you and other players team up online and shoot down large groups of zombies before facing a massive zombie boss, and the graphics of the game are built upon the Unreal Engine 4, and so the visuals are console quality and you will probably need a decent phone to run it. There was a closed beta out not very long ago, and if you're pre-registered you might be picked for the next one. Project Gaia doesn't have an official release date yet, but there are speculations of a release in the second quarter of this year. Number 9. Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier. Final Fantasy, the popular JRPG franchise, is bringing its own spin to the Battle Royale genre with Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier. The game is set prior to the events of Final Fantasy VII, and you're in the shoes of a soldier candidate, part of a secret project in Midgar. You have plenty of weapons, items, and abilities at your disposal, and the gameplay trailer also shows magic being cast like fireballs, cures, and shields, which is pretty cool, but the coolest thing has to be the ability to actually cast summons. I mean, that is next level. There will be also bosses scattered around the map of Midgard that you can fight, and I'm assuming that defeating them will get you some pretty cool loot. As a longtime Final Fantasy fan, I cannot wait to play this one. Number 8. PUBG New State. We're getting a brand new PUBG, and that's PUBG New State. New State is a futuristic battle royale game developed by the same team that brought us the original PUBG on PC, and the game is set in a postmodern world in 2051, so naturally there will be drones, deployable bunkers, and all sorts of futuristic gadgets, which will definitely change the dynamics of how conventional battle royale games are played today. Another new feature will be the ability to customize your weapons in-match, something that Apex Legends is known for. PUBG New State is scheduled for release later this year, and if you're an Android, you can already pre-register now. Also, if you want to know more about the game, check out my PUBG New State special, link down in the description below. Number 7. DokeV. DokeV is being developed by Pearl Abyss, the same guys who brought us Black Desert Mobile, and from the trailer released, the visuals and the world displayed, I just can't help but feel hype about DokeV. The graphics look absolutely gorgeous and remind me of games like Sunset Overdrive on the Xbox One. DokeV will have a variety of unique creatures known as Dokebi that grow and gain power from people's dreams. It will be an MMORPG for all ages, and the beta that was supposed to be out in 2020 got pushed to 2021 because Corona happened. The trailer that you're looking at gives hints that there's going to be a lot of customization and gigantic boss battles, and it's worth noting that DokeV will be coming to PC and consoles as well, so probably cross-platform features. Either way, this game got my Doke vote. Number 6. Global Offensive Mobile. Global Offensive Mobile could be mistaken for an official CSGO mobile version, but it definitely isn't, as this is not supported by Valve in any way. And the saying goes, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but one has to wonder where the line is where it's just too much. What's the word I'm looking for? Flattery? No. Imitation, that's the one. There are so many similarities between the two games, it's just easier to talk about the differences, which are that Global Offensive M has one new map and some new skins and characters. Oh, and instead of terrorists and counter-terrorists, you got the red and blue team. The game looks good, and like many in this list, is running on the Unity engine. There is no exact release date yet, but the game is expected to release sometimes in 2021. That is, if it's not taken down by Valve either before or shortly after. Number 5. Farlight 84. Developed by Lilith Games, Farlight 84 is a battle royale set in a post-apocalypse cyberpunk world where zombie cyborgs have taken over the land, and the last remaining heroes, which you're one of them, must fight for resources to survive. Farlight 84 has some impressive visuals that give strong Overwatch vibes. Gameplay wise, you'll drop in an arena with 40 other players and fight it out to the last man standing. Beside vehicles, there are also jetpacks and multi-legged spider walkers that can quickly get you across the map. Farlight 84 also features crafting, so you can build and destroy structures, create strongholds where you can chill in between battles with your friends. These strongholds can be customized with rewards from your victories. Now who's hyped? Number 4. Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite was announced by the Pokemon Company back in June of last year, and it's a MOBA or co-op team battle, if you will, being created in collaboration with Tencent's TiMi Studio, the same team that brought us Call of Duty Mobile. In a statement, TiMi said Unite would offer a new twist on team battles, with a focus on the inherent fun of playing with Pokemon, offering battling, capturing and training Pokemon to evolve. We do know that players will be able to level up their Pokemon during battle, unlocking new moves in the process. The 5v5 arena battle had a closed beta release recently in Canada, and the game is due for release on mobile and the Nintendo Switch later this year with cross-platform play supported. Number 3. Diablo Immortal. Easily one of the most anticipated games for a while now, Diablo Immortal had an alpha test recently and most were satisfied with the turnout. Diablo Immortal is thankfully not a watered down mobile spin-off, nor does it follow the pay-to-win model most mobile games are cursed with. There are no gameplay roadblocks tied to you spending real money, you can play any class you like, take on every mission, find every loot out there and max out all your characters without spending a dime. The combat feels great and gives similar vibes to Diablo 3, which I personally think has top-notch combat, and if they add controller support, it will be the cherry on the cake. The world is detailed and immersive, there's plenty of content to explore, and all gear can only be earned through gameplay. This is a game to be hyped for. Number 2. Tower of Fantasy. Genshin Impact has proven to be a massive success, and Tower of Fantasy is looking to compete with it when it's released. This is an anime MMORPG built on the Unreal Engine 4 and the visuals look gorgeous. The setting is futuristic and from what we've seen from the trailer, the art style and gameplay remind me of Honkai Impact 3rd and Soul Worker, both great games for that matter. There is a storyline taking place in a vast open world, and as you be gliding through the skies, climbing cliffs or swimming across lakes and rivers to discover new locations, and across the map there are dungeons with puzzles to solve and plenty of enemies to fight. Combat wise, it's a mix of melee and ranged weapons with a source of flashiness, and I don't mind that one bit. No official release date yet, but a 2021 launch window is very likely. And before we check out the last game in this list, be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet and ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. Number 1. Odin Valhalla Rising. Mobile gaming has definitely come a long way, and what we've seen from Odin Valhalla Rising is just downright impressive. The game, which has a Norse mythology based Viking setting, received a new trailer recently showcasing some locations and gameplay. The locations featured were Mannerheim, Jotunheim, Nidavellir and my personal favorite, Alfheim. I mean, look at that, it has some strong Lord of the Rings vibes which I'm a big fan of, and I feel like I will be spending a lot of time hanging out with the elves when the game is out. The MMORPG is built with Unreal Engine 4 and it was confirmed by Lionheart Studio that there will be no map loading whatsoever, adding that Odin will have a large open world complete with flight-based travel and more. Along with the new trailer, over a dozen screenshots were made available, and here are some to have a closer look at what's in store and more screenshots later in this video. And that sums up my picks for the best online games that push the limits of mobile gaming. But now I want to hear from you in the comments. Which games are you hyped about? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot and I would really appreciate that, and if you're new, consider subscribing because I put out new videos every single week. Also, special thanks to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, and if you also want to support my videos and get access to the exclusive rewards, links are down in the description below. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!